Hello YouTubers out there, this is Jerry Saravia at the movies. So today we're talking about a new Amityville movie. Now, usually this would be met with a collective groan from most people, including a major groan by myself, because I'm no fan of the Amityville series, to be perfectly frank. I've seen the first 3 Amityville movies, and the remake, so I'm not really a fan of this particular series. However, the interesting thing about this is that this new one is called The Haunting on Long Island, The Amityville Murders. And it brings back an actress who had appeared in one of the previous films, ostensibly a prequel, although it seemed more like early 1980s, but it was released in 1982, and that would be Amityville 2: The Possession, which for many is the most worthwhile of all the sequels that came out. I wouldn't completely disagree, although I'm not really a fan of it. Nonetheless, Diane Franklin was in that picture, and she played the daughter of the DeFeos, or at least is based on the DeFeo family. Burt Young was in it, Retanya Alda. So anyway, this is based strictly, it's a docudrama, according to Diane Franklin, who I did manage to message and ask her about this. It is a docudrama film. It's in post-production, and she plays the role of Louise DeFeo, the mother. So she couldn't give me much, but here's a picture of Diane Franklin from Amityville 2: The Possession, just to give you an idea. And now here's a behind-the-scenes photo of Diane Franklin as the mother, Louise DeFeo, here from The Haunting on Long Island, The Amityville Murders. So, what we do know about this sequel is, or rather, docudrama. I mean, I guess it's a prequel to some degree, if you like. Is that Daniel Ferrans is involved in this picture. He also produced The Haunting in Connecticut and the long-delayed Amityville: The Awakening, which I guess may or may not be coming out soon, probably just on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. So Ferrans is producing and directing from a screenplay that he wrote. Daniel Ferrans. So this is the story. And for those of you who don't know, of course, the DeFeo family, on the night of November 13th, 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. had a high-powered rifle and murdered his entire family as they slept. And at his trial, he claimed that voices in the house commanded him to kill. And 13 months later, the Lutz family bought the house, the Amityville house, and then fled after 28 days, claiming that it was haunted, but that's kind of been debunked. Although probably there is something about that house that is unsettling when you live in it. I think there's currently people living in it, but they changed the exterior, including those famous attic windows that look like eyes. So anyway, there you go. That's really all I have to say about this. I'm sure there'll be more information, and I'll keep you tuned in. I'll every once in a while ask Diane Franklin more questions. So, but this is happening, and she's playing the role of the mother, and it's interesting because that's what their names were, the Montellis in Amityville 2: The Possession, which of course was based on the DeFeo family that lived in that house. And so she's technically playing the role that Retanya Alda would have played if this was more fact-based, which apparently this film is. So there you go. And that's it. So if you like what you hear, please subscribe. Tell me what you think about a new Amityville movie, or if this one interests you, because the real story about the DeFeo family is far more scary than any of the other movies in this endless series. So it's the first one that really caught my eye. I always thought they should have done a more proper film about the DeFeo family that would have nothing to do with possession. But I don't know if that's the degree they're going to, or they're just doing it they're going by strict facts of what happened. So there you have it. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe to Jerry Saravia at the Movies. And this is Jerry Saravia at the Movies, signing off.